We'd like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity podcast, and we'll see where this one actually gets put. And um, so Malachi, buddy, he's my he's a very good friend, and he just felt that he should be on today. And kids are crazy; they're just crazy on how perceptive they are and how much they feel and sense. And so, Malachi, bud, this one's for you. So my grandpa, um, like, like this was a long time ago, Malachi. Like, we didn't have, we didn't have internet at the time. So I was 8 years old. So I was 8 years old, and I probably only saw my grandpa only 5 times in my life. So there wasn't there wasn't a connection there. Um, but there was it was weird. It was just really weird. And so I went ahead and remember at the age of 8 years old, I remember being at his house. And so he was a farmer, and he owned a trailer home, and then and then he went ahead and was, uh, they did child care, an orphanage. They ran an orphanage. So he was an interesting guy. Um, And so he and I were playing checkers. So I remember that at 8 years old. I remember playing checkers, and he destroyed me. I mean, he absolutely, I don't think I got one of his, just absolutely wiped like nothing. And he said to me, and I'll never forget, he said to me, Mark, I could let you win. Um, but that wouldn't be fair, or that wouldn't be integrous. There wouldn't be integrity in that. Now I think, well, could have you let me get one of yours? Like one? Like he just destroyed me. But that was Grandpa Boersma. Like he was man, just an amazing guy. And and that same visit, I don't remember what happened, Malachi. Like I don't remember what happened. Um, it it was something where my guess is he probably corrected me. My guess is he probably, now that I have grandsons that have been that age, my guess is I did something I shouldn't have done. And then, um, and then he probably corrected me, and I probably got defensive or angry or upset or something. And I'll never forget, like, there was this little chuckle. This is 53 years ago. So, and I only saw him 5 times in my life. Um, and so grandfathers, they're amazing, or at least they can be. And so then he laughed and he said, Mark, uh, when somebody says something to you, there's some amount of truth. It could be 1% or 99%. It's not really up to you to determine. It's not up to them to determine, uh, what percentage of truth it is. It's up to you. Like I'm 8 years old. And that one thing said one time changed my life forever. He never told me twice. I never heard it from my grandmother who lived until he died when he was like 56 years old. And she died when she was 99. She never got remarried. Um, I never heard it from her. I never heard it from my parents. I've never seen it in Google on an internet. I've never read it in a book. I've never seen that anywhere in my life. I had it happen to me when I was 8, and I never forgot it again. And what that did is that went ahead and cured me from being defensive. The Malachi, buddy, I don't, I can't wait to talk to you about your grandpa. Oh my goodness. Like maybe we'll have some podcasts on that. So fast forward 32 years. And so I'm 40 years old, 7 kids, married, business, going through hell. Sorry, buddy. Maybe I shouldn't say that. So just going through a really hard time. Don't know if I'm going to make it through. Like, it's like, you got to be kidding me. Oh. And out of nowhere, all of a sudden I miss my grandfather. I'm like, I wish he was here because he would have understood me. He would have got me. I need him. And so Malachi, like physically, he's gone, you know? So today, June 17th, 2025, is the 5 year anniversary of our oldest son's death. And the thing I miss most about that, the thing that hurts the most, is that I'll never be able to create a new memory with him. Like all I've got is what I have. But what's weird, so he was with us for 30 years. And so what's weird is I probably have more memories with him than most dads have with their sons who live to be, I don't know, 80, 90, whatever. So Malachi, like the memories, it's okay to cry, buddy. Like I cry. It's okay. Like it's like healing. It's totally okay. And it's so cool that you do your grandpa, as well as you did. And it's really cool. It's like so cool. Like, it's the coolest thing that you cry because you have, you know, or heard or whatever. So there's this young man, he's in his 20s. I was standing out on the porch of our house in the suburbs of Chicago, in Warrenville. And he called me up and he said, Mr. Boersma, my dad just died. And I'm like, I'm so sorry to hear that. And he's like, I wish, I wish I didn't have. He was like, my dad was my best friend. Like we did everything together. We golfed and did everything together. He said, I wish I hurt so much. He said, I hurt so much that I wish I didn't have as deep a relationship with my dad as I do because it hurts so bad. So my dad died, I don't know, like 9, 10 years ago, and it doesn't hurt. Like he's a good man and loved him, and he was a good dad. You know, I'm thankful for all the things he taught me, but he tried, I tried. We just like I don't know, just didn't have the connection. And and that's okay too. Like like it's okay. It's all okay. So Lily, our 8-year-old granddaughter, she was 3 years old when Jonathan died. And I wasn't but a few days after he died, and she loved her uncle. And she was only 3 years old. And Melissa, our second oldest daughter, oh, she was so angry and hurt with Jonathan's death. And Micaiah, Micaiah was only like, I don't know, a few weeks old. And I asked Melissa, I said, honey, what hurts most about your brother's death? And she said, Daddy Micaiah will never know him. Like, she'll never get to meet him. So it was a few days after Jonathan's death, and we're in my office, and Lily, she's 3 years old. She's on actually Jonathan's old couch, his leather couch in my office. And she's like, Grandpa, picture. And she points at the picture. So I get a family picture and, and pull it out. And she's like, that's Jonathan. And she points to Jonathan. And I say, it is, honey. She's like, he's dead. I'm like, he is, honey. And she says, and it's okay, Grandpa. And I said, it is, honey. Like, how does a 3 year old process? I mean, he'd fly in from wherever he was, like on Thanksgiving, and he'd take her out. They'd go find pumpkins. And man, was he a good uncle. She So, Malachi, you, my friend. So, listen to your mom and your dad and your grandparents. They love you like you cannot believe, buddy. So, Jonathan made some really, the reason he died is he made some really poor choices. He didn't listen to me. And the amount of hurt because of those poor choices. It's weird, Malachi. Like, like when Jonathan was 9 years old, like he's like 1 year older than you. Like he comes running up to me, and he's jumping up and down, he's all excited, and he's like, Dad, Dad, Dad. I'm like, yeah, buddy. He says, I discovered a new natural law. I'm like, what is it? He's like, it's the domino principle, Dad. I said, okay. Like, what's that? He's like, Dad, like I'm dumb. He's like, Dad, you know how you stack dominoes up and then you touch one and they all, like a snake, they all fall over. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that. He said, life is like that. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, one choice leads to another choice, to another choice, to another choice. And so it can be either good or it can be really bad. And so bad choices, like it can really mess up. So there was a lot of, I don't know if I'd call it guilt. There's a lot of something there where it's like, how could he know that at 9 years old? But he didn't internalize it. And his dad didn't catch it. Like, like I could see he's on a path even at 9. I could see that. I could see that, man, this kid, he is on a bad path. I don't know. Life is interesting. Mary, did you have anything else that you wanted to share or say or anything? Was it your dad or John's dad?
My dad.
Your dad.
Yep.
Yipper. Yipper. My kids, especially a few of them, a couple of them, they're going to hurt when I die, big time. They are going to really hurt, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It will be okay for them. And how long ago was that, Mary?
February. It was 3 years ago.
Yep. It's weird on how the first year, boy, was that brutal. Everything was in slow motion. So many memories. Oh, was it? In year 2, um, I said to Rosanna, I said, year 2, I told her at the end of year 1, beginning of year 2, I said, I think year 2 is going to be even harder. And she said, why is that? I said, because year 1, the way I processed his death, and he did some stupid things. I mean, all teenagers, all young men do some stupid things, but he did some over the top stupid things. I mean, that kid, he was so different than me, but he was an amazing kid. Holy cow, was he crazy cool. I said, so the first year, the way I processed his death is I went ahead and, anytime I heard, I just say, man, I don't miss that about my, you know, about my son.
Yeah, mother.
You know, so it's like all the stupid things he did. Like I healed from all of those. So year 2 was harder because I didn't. All I could do is remember all the good things. So when we think of hard, we think of avoiding things. Like we don't like hard in our life, but there's good hard. Maybe there's just hard. It is not good or nothing's good or bad. Maybe it's all just is what it is. It's how we respond to it. I don't know. So anybody else have anything else?
I actually said that wrong. It was 4 years ago in February.
Yep. Yeah, the brain is so interesting and how it processes loss and trauma, hard things and stuff like that. It's just Malachi's you know, like there seems to be a connection, you know, with him and I, which is interesting, intriguing to me. So yeah, a
Okay.
lot of
Well,
it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's just like 61 years of my life just all flash before. Like it's just like Marvel comics where it's just boom, 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 like chapters. They just and it's okay. It's okay. It's weird because I don't know if it was my mom or my dad, my mom died, and I was very close to her. But her death was interesting. So Vera from Africa, or from Russia, somehow she connected to me, I don't know, a few weeks after Jonathan's death, and I was talking to her, and somehow the topic came up, and she said, "Do you know why you've healed, so quickly from Jonathan's death?" And I said, I have some ideas, but I'm open. She said, "Because you view death very different than most people do." I'm like, okay. She's like, "You don't view him as he's dead. Like you don't view your mom or your dad or your, you know, grandma or grandpa. You don't view them as they're dead." And I knew what she was talking about. I knew what she was talking about. It's like their presence is will be with us forever. The impact. I mean, my grandfather, like I saw him 5 times in my life, but yet he had such a substantial impact on my life. I mean, it's insane. I'm like, how does somebody, I only saw him 5 times. Like, I don't know if I ever had, I like the couple conversations I remember, but how does somebody impact you that deeply? And at such a young age. And so my grandkids are going to be also very, very different. But I joke, I laugh, I say, like, I don't know. Well, I have the impact on my grandkids that my grandfather had with me. Well, I've definitely seen him more than 5 times. And boy, there's a lot of fun, a lot of memories that I have that they have. I think I have more memories of them than they do of me. But the 10 grandkids we've been blessed with, you know, when grandpa dies, they'll have a lot of podcasts. They'll have a lot of podcasts. And their mothers will say many times, "Your grandpa, man, did he love you a lot. Wow. Wow, 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 did he love you a lot." All right. Well, thank you, Malachi, buddy. You get some sleep. It's okay. It's okay. So it's weird. It's just weird to me that you'd want to come on today. There's this with kids, it's just, and my grandkids, they can feel it too. They can feel when grandpa needs something. Kids are just, they're such empaths. They can, you know, and so, but yeah, we'll go ahead and have some podcasts, okay, on your grandpa. You can share with me. Grandpas are cool. Tom Kuntz's grandpa, he was cool. Grandpas are cool. Grandmas are cool too. Grandpas too. So, anyways, hopefully this is helpful to those, share with others. I I'll leave with this. My dad died, I think it was 9 years ago. My grandmother 9 or 10 before. So a little bit, maybe a year before my dad died. Then my dad died. Then my mom died, and then I think it was 3 or 4 years after that, Jonathan died. So pretty quick. A lot of stuff. And after my mom died, I said, the thing I love most about death is that it awakens people. Like people recognize the significance of life and the importance of life in every single moment of life. Like there's a checkers game that a 61-year-old man remembers when he played a checkers game. And it's counterintuitive too, right? Like it's weird. Like I got my butt kicked by my grandma. He decimated. Most people would say, "Oh, that's abusive. Oh, that's mean. That's not me." No, that was a good grandpa. Like he taught me in life, you know, you'll get destroyed and it's okay. Like it's okay. Like you don't. Like, so, like, but people don't stay awakened. But maybe as an 8-year old boy, the last time I saw my grandfather was when I was 8. And so maybe it was so significant that he died when I was 9 that it just locked in to know. And he died quickly, a heart attack. So just boom, he was just gone, just taken, just. And so it was very sudden. Oh, the other thing is going into your life vision. So Malachi, we need to work on your life vision, buddy. Like, what were you put on this planet? When I was 8, I did. God gave that to me. And man, am I thankful for that. Wow, that's really helped me navigate through some pretty hard things. So it's almost like if I could teach anybody anything, if I could help anybody understand anything, it's like discover your life vision, why you're put on this planet. So I learned when my dad died, I said, when your life vision is bigger than death, you get over stuff. You just do. It's like you don't get over it. What you do is you understand how it all fits in. Like it all gives you energy, some crazy amount of superpower energy. Oh, wow. It's going to be an amazing day. If you have any questions on this, for sure connect with the individual who invited you to participate in today's session, or you can call toll free 888-230-2300, outside the US 630-393-9909. And always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.